Mythics, how are we all? My name is Ken Boyter from Edra Tales Twitch channel and the Edra Tales YouTube channel, and this is Grockle Snook from the Bottled Imp YouTube channel, and you are watching You Decide. Yes, this is the live stream that I do every Wednesday at 6:30, there or thereabouts, UK time, where we play a game book. Yes, you decide how the story unfolds. You get to vote which way, or if you want to search for the treasure chest, or if you want to eat a meal, or which potions you want to take. And we are playing League of Thieves. This is part 3. This is by Sarah Crofton and www.w.j.tattersdill, illustrated by Tom Knight. And if you do want to join in tonight and you want to help solve the picture puzzles, because there are a number of these picture puzzles, sometimes it's not very clear if I hold it up to the screen. If you go to the Edra Tales website, maybe I should have put them up on the website. That might have been easier access. Anyway, I've put them up at the Edra Tales Facebook group, which is private, so you probably won't be able to access it. Anyway, if you are in the group already, go to the media tab, click on the albums, and then click on the League of Thieves album, and then obviously when I tell you which one to look at it there. Good evening, Martha, and hello, good midnight to Lirin. How are you both? Martha's been, hello Ken, this thief is sadly out of missions for a while. Aww. Been at the healers and have come down with a summer cold. Oh no, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully it will just be fleeting. It'll be a fleeting cold. And if you are watching but you'd like to comment, luckily the comments are working, then you do have to actually follow the channel. It helps with the algorithms, obviously push it out there to get more people to watch. But also it does mean you can comment, because in Twitch you can't comment unless you follow the channel. So it does help with the algorithms as well. I'm going to do both. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Hello, Jam. Jam is here. Good heartening. What? Good heatening, everybody. Yes. It is very hot. And like always, Jam, whenever I see your name, I instantly think of this. So if ever I forget it, you're always the good reminder. Yeah. Already we've got one in. He's opening his account, his punditry. That's another one there. With straight away, a straight bat down the middle. So hopefully you're doing all right. Everybody's doing fine. In the UK, it is boiling. It is so hot. We're not used to this, so a lot of places don't have air conditioning. More and more are getting air conditioning, but it's not necessarily commonplace. Although I do have a fan. They didn't they let us... Oh, Grockle Snook, mate. What's the matter? You okay? It's just fainted because of the heat. They did let us have a fan, didn't they? So I've got a little mini fan over here. Not a mini fan, but a big fan. So that's cooling me down. I've put on the background the soundtrack to Oblivion. I don't know if you can actually hear that. You're not alone, it's boiling here as well. Oh, okay. Which is kind of good. That's kind of good news if it's boiling. You know, I do like the UK because it does have, you know, different weather each year. So, the drink of choice tonight, because it is so hot. Oh, that's lovely and cold. Look, you can see the sweating. I got a sweaty drink. It's been in the fridge. Oh my giddy aunt, that's so nice. Also, cooling your wrists down is a good thing to do. Cool your wrists down. Stowford Press, apple cider, expertly crafted in Herefordshire. 4.5. This is a bit of a down and dirty cider. You know, it's your standard cider. You can shut it right now, Jam. Stowford Press spider legs. So we're just going to crack over. This is kind of like your utility cider. It's your classic It's lovely. It's fine. You know, it's not. You know, it's not amazing, but there's certainly worse ciders on the market. I'm thinking of you, Mary Downsider. Okay, cheers. Oh yeah, that is nice, especially cold. Oh wow, Leerin, that I am slightly jealous of you there. Ooh, just going to move that. What a lucky find, says Leerin. Found a Stranger Things themed Choose Your Own Adventure game book. After seeing Inside Out 2 in a bookshop store in Taiwan, no less. Fantastic. I didn't even know they had a Stranger Things themed Choose Your Own Adventure. Is it actually Stranger Thing? Is that, you know, is it licensed from Stranger Thing? I used to crush fizzy drink cans. It was so depressing. Do you have like a little book in front of you, Jeb? Right. Any occasion. You're like Bob Monkhouse's big book of jokes. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, just before we go any further, actually, I'm going to now do a paid advert. It's not paid, it's by me. So just to do an advert, sponsored by, tonight's episode is sponsored by Of Magic and Monkeys, an Edra Tales standalone novel by Loquacious Macabre, the world's greatest storyteller. That's me, that is. This is a fun adventure book. It's fantasy. There I am in the back. So it's written by me, as you can tell. It's illustrated by Rich. Rich did the little monkeys at the beginning of each chapter. It's a fun little adventure. You will enjoy it. If you know me, you know kind of my sense of humour, my style of writing. It is available now on my website for £10 plus £3 postage. So if that's UK postage, if it's overseas, I think it's slightly more postage. But I haven't put an overseas option because it's too complicated for the shipping. You know, I'm just a one-man band. I can't work out all the shipping. So, if you are overseas and you would like a copy, then DM me and I'll let you know how much the postage is separately. But yeah, so it's £10 for a copy. It is a hardback. And only 40 are made of these. 40 are made of these. It's the first edition. Only 40 copies are in existence. I've sold about 7, so there's only about 33 left. Wonder if Monkhouse had a daughter named Abby. Yes, it is, though it also kind of humid right now. Here too, rainy, but 38 degrees Celsius average over the last week. Wow, it is hot. You know how much I want that book. Well, there we go, Martha. I'm teasing you with it. I will sign all the copies, obviously. And I have been signing them Loquacious Macabre. What do you think about that? Would you like Loquacious Macabre or my actual name? I've been signing them Loquacious Macabre because that's my pen name for these. Well, if you are interested, Martha, then get in touch and I can work out the postage for you as well. It is 24 Celsius here. Yeah, it's all very hot all over the place. So, if you want that, this is the latest hot ticket, then let me know. Or if you're in the UK, you can just order from my website and it is £10, £13, including postage and packaging. Can't say fairer than that. The other thing I will say is, yes, I am writing my game book. I have set myself a start date again because I worked a lot on this, but then I had to stop to work on other projects. But I'm back, going to start writing on the 1st of July. That is a deadline that I've set up for myself because I do want to finish writing it, get it all done and dusted, hopefully with the illustrations as well, by the time the Kickstarter arrives in October. So that's just to remind you, I will be having a Kickstarter in October for a game book. So hopefully we can fund it and then maybe play it on this channel. Who knows? And the other bit of good news is the Crooked Crown. The Crooked Crown, which is a game that I co-designed with Kedrick Winks. Says his little name there. There's my name up there. And it is a 3 to 6 player. It's a fun card game. It only takes about 20 minutes to play, but you do want to play more. Time and time again, when I've seen people, I demoed this over the UK Games Expo. I must have demoed it to 100 people, to 150 people, I don't know, like loads of people. And time again, they were going, oh, that's a good game, yeah. We sold 60 copies. Considering UK Games is one of the largest, I think it's the largest in the UK, one of the largest in Europe, there was 40,000 people that arrived there at UK Games, and there's so many other stalls, there's so many other games that people could buy. It was a joy to see that how much fun they, every time I demoed it, the players had. It was really good. No one walked away going, yeah, it was all right game. Yeah, it was all right. Everybody had fun. Not everybody bought it, but everybody had fun. And for me, that was a massive, massive achievement. So if you do want to buy your copy, it is actually now available on Amazon. It's also available directly from each of the manufacturers, so Cheatwell or the publisher, say Cheatwell and Outset. However, if you order on Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, then you will get free shipping, whereas you will have to pay shipping if you order it directly from Cheatwell and Outset. So there we go. So check it out on Amazon, and obviously if you do buy a copy and you do love it, please leave a review, because it helps push up the algorithms, and also it indicates to the publishers that they were right in actually taking this game on, publishing Kedrick and my game, our game. They it validates their decision basically, and it would help Kedrick and I get more games published in the future. So the more reviews, the better. Anyway, that is the end of the sponsorship. You don't mind that? It's it's mine stuff. It's mine stuff. Okay, so let's crack in. Is the music too loud? Let me know. It's music from the game Oblivion. Oh, that's good. I might have to have another one of those tonight. It's going down rather well. Here we go then. League of Thieves. League of Thieves. What the hell is going on? So in League of Thieves, we play a thief. There's a spider in the house. I think one of my favourite superheroes was actually Spider-Man. How ironic. So we are playing a thief, and we are part of a League of Thieves. Unfortunately, one of our thief member, they got kidnapped. Kit, I think is a bloke, got kidnapped, and unfortunately, we tried to pursue them. We tried to get Kit back. However, we couldn't do it. There was a big monster that blocked our way when we tried to go across a bridge to get out of the city. They have Kit. Bonjour to le monde. Yeah. That is Sally Straw, or should I say Del Boy? Hello, Sally. And so we are pursuing Kit. We couldn't actually shut down. Then we went back to our den. We went back to the League of Thieves home base. And we found that nobody else was there. Everybody's hidden away. They've gone to their bolt holes. Well, that sounded a bit wrong. A shadowy figure. We figured out that it was the Assassin's Guild that was the trouble, and we met this shadowy figure who said just call him Greycloak. Just call him Greycloak. And he gave us like an ultimatum. He said, we must go and steal the golden, I think it was golden, anyway, the scepter from the castle in the city. Lord, was his name? Lord Flug? At Flaggstone Castle. So we've got to break in, we've got to find and then steal the scepter. You might fall asleep due to the cold. Okay, fair enough, Martha. Well, if you do, enjoy your dreams. So that is our quest now. We are going to try and steal the scepter, although we are thinking of betraying that deal, just to... Because we don't know what it is. Is it magic? What power are we going to give to this Greycloak figure? this shadowy grey cloak figure. So let's crack on. Part 3, part 3, if we're all being French for some reason. Okay. So the other thing is, if we meet Grey Cloak again, because we managed to get a little attack in, he is 2 skulls down. He is 2 skulls down. So we did manage to, we did manage to work out where, who is it we're looking for? Martyr. Is it Martyr? Yeah. We've managed to track down Martyr, who is another thief that we think can help us, because we need a crack team of thieves. So, oh yeah, and that was it. We went, yeah, that was it. We thought, right, we need some sleep first, and then we'll go out in the morning. So we went up to we sort of thought, right, it's a bit risky to sleep where we normally sleep, so we'll go up a chimney, and we're sleeping up there. We have, though, it did say, what was it, 3:15, it did say we've got this object. It said if you have a pocket watch, yeah, it said here, oh yeah, we added sleeping powder. It says turn to 194. Was it? Yeah. Okay, it says here, eventually you drift off. You awake at dawn feeling refreshed, although your stomach knots up at the thought of what's in store today. Add 6 life points. Yes. Because that was the other thing. We're down to 2 life points. So that is very, very precarious. So now we're on 8. Obviously, 2 plus 6. You do the maths. So, the map shown that Martyr's hideaway is in the Bartery district, a marketplace to the south. I see what they've done there, Bartery. The 2 fastest ways to get there are past the necropolis or through the perilous streets of Clatterwall, home of the thieves and tricksters, including you. The necropolis, a vast graveyard, has always given you the creeps, but it's unlikely to be empty. Clatterwall, one of the roughest parts of town, is likely to be full of rival gangs. So you have your first decision. What would you like to do up Malcolm Barter Street? 8 life points, 8 being a homonym for fortune in Mandarin, a fortuitous number for a rogue. I like that way of thinking. So Martha would like to go to the churchyard. Yeah, so put churchyard or graveyard if you'd like to go there. Or Clatterwall if you'd like to go into the dodgy part of town, which apparently is where we actually live as well. That's where we've got our little bolt hole. Share yard. Share chard. Okay. It looks like it's going to be the churchyard. Yeah, I'd probably go through the churchyard as well. I'd much rather face ghosts than actual people. Okay. But nothing might happen. That's what you want in a game book. Imagine that every entry, nothing happens. It all just runs smoothly. Churchyard, gotta have faith to save a friend. Even on the brightest days, you find that the necropolis is gloomy, with the sun just beginning to peep above the horizon. The tombs cast long shadows that look as if they're reaching out to pull you inside. You shudder and stay close to Leon. So Leon is our friend, who's also a thief, as you hurry over the uneven grass. In the misty morning air, you hear somebody start to sing. The voice is shaky, a slow melody that drifts across the old stones. Okay, so you have another choice. Would you like to carry on towards the singing, type singing, or would you like to run back and take the road through Clatterwall after all? Type run if you'd like to run back, or singing if you want to go and find out who's singing. There's got to be a pun in there. Who would be in a graveyard singing? Come on, Jam. There's got to be a pun in there. All I can think of is Thriller and Michael Jackson, but that's not really a pun. Rob Zombie. I'll take your words that Rob Zombie is an actual singer. I'm old. I don't know who the hell all the singers are these days. Right then, so we're going to go towards Rob Zombie. Could be good singing. It might be luck. He might bring us luck. You never know. Always stay on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Okay, here we go. The path passes through a little cluster of trees, and you find the source of the singing. An old man is kneeling next to a grave, tugging out weeds. At first, you think his suit is glittering, but as you draw closer, you see he's glowing from head to toe, and that he's slightly see-through. A ghost. You pause and share an uncertain look with Leon. Dahl always said to be polite to ghosts and never interrupt them as they finish whatever important task they need to do before they pass on. The ghost looks up. "It's my Susan's grave," he says without asking. "I have to keep it nice for her." He goes back to singing, and you watch as he pulls the stubborn weeds with painful slowness. Okay, so here we go. We've got a kind ghost. Would you like to offer help? Type help. Or would you like to leave the ghost and continue on your way? Type continue. What would you like to do? Help the ghost? Sounds like a nice thing to do. I'm glad that it's not a spooky ghost, because not all spirits are like that. They're normally just like you and me. They've crossed over to the afterlife. Yeah, everyone wants to help. That you make me proud. My little flock of game bookers, you make me proud. I definitely do that. I definitely help him. But we might live to regret that. As he turns out to be a foul demon pretending to be a sweet old man. I don't know. Right, here we go. Ain't afraid of no ghost. Dip, 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 dip. I remember playing that video game on the ZX Spectrum for hours. Used to play Ghostbusters for hours on the Spectrum. The ghost thanks you as you bend to help, and within a few minutes, the three of you have the grave clear. Of course, we've got our friend Leon. He climbs slowly to his feet and brushes at his knees as though dirt could stick to them. "She'll be pleased with that," he says contentedly. He hands you the last weed he pulled loose. A single white daisy. That's not a weed then, is it? You take it and slip it in Dahl's notebook to keep it safe. As you watch, it begins to fade until you're left alone with just the memory of his song in your head. You turn and continue towards the barter markets, hoping he's now with his Susan. Add a pressed daisy to your logbook. Okay, we shall do that. There you go. That was a nice little act of kindness, wasn't it? Pressed daisy. Doesn't say that it does anything, but somebody might ask, have you got a pressed daisy? It might come in useful later on. It might not, but it might come in useful later on. Daisy for remembrance, as Ophelia said in Hamlet. Leon, you're just a fount of knowledge. I'm very impressed. In the market, the first traders are setting up stalls of fresh fish, vegetables, fruits and bread. In another hour, this place will be bustling, a thieves' paradise, even if the goods are fewer and smaller every time you come by. Today, you have more on your mind than picking pockets. Leon stands by the clock tower and loudly whistles the League's all-clear code. And you keep watch to see which house Marta is in. "Where is she?" hisses Leon in frustration after a few minutes. None of the windows above the square are showing any signs of life. What's happened? I think that's Rosemary. Oh, boom! Come on there. with your knowledge. It's Flower Wars. Where is she? Hisses Leon in frustration after a few minutes. None of the windows above the square are showing any signs of life. Sorry to bother you, says a merchant, hauling a basket out of the nearby cart. He leans closer and lowers his voice. You're from the League, right? Dahl told me you could give us extra gold coin for the old folks who live upstairs. He touches his cap respectfully. If you have a gold coin and want to give it to this man, you can do so, or if not, so type yes if you want to give a gold coin. I think we do have one single gold coin left. We have a gold coin. Would you like to give a gold coin to the man? Type yes, or type no. Tell him to get stuffed. Do one. Type no. It looks like you lot are a kind thief. Here we go. We got yes, yes, and yes. Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? I wonder where Jonathan is tonight. Hey? 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 He's cheating on us. What's he doing? Who is he with? Yes, I do check up on you. If you don't tune in, I will call. I'll call round and wonder why. Okay, so we have a yes. So we've got 0 gold coins. But you've possibly done a kindness. Might be feeling a bit green. Oh, that was a rather well struck bell, that one, wasn't it? Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. You hand over the coin and shake hands with the merchant while Leon continues to signal Marta as discreetly as possible. The grateful man gives you a fresh tangerine, a rare luxury at this time of year, and heads back to his stall. As you wait, you peel it and share the pieces with Liam. It's delicious! And you're surprised how much better you feel after only a few bites. Delete 2 gold coin from your logbook. Restore 2 life points. Yes. Cashback. So we are now on 10. 10 out of 12. So we've done well actually in that last little bit, just to regain some life. He wears orthopedic shoes. Oh, what, Jonathan? Orthopedic. Very good, very good. Okay, what was that then? That was 321. Okay, turn to 404. Finally, you notice movement in the window of an empty shop, and Marta's scowling face comes into view. Come on, says Leon, and the two of you hurry towards her and sneak inside. Marta doesn't look at all pleased as she triple locks the door behind the two of you. Only Dahl is supposed to use that code, she says in her bossy voice, checking outside again in case you were followed. What do you two... Hang on. What do you two want? Okay. He cuts the bottom of his trouser leg off. It's a turn up for the books. Okay, what would you like to do? Would you like to ask Marta for help finding the other thieves? Or would you like to ask for help breaking into Flaggstone Castle? What would you like to do? Type thieves if you want to ask her to help find the other thieves, or to help break into Flaggstone Castle. Okay, Martha's gone for B, yeah, which is Flaggstone Castle. That's fair enough. I think that's, yeah. The thing is, we've tried looking for the other thieves. This grey cloak has basically forced us to try and break in and steal the scepter. So I'm personally curious. Back in a bit. Okay, Sally. I'm quite curious to find out what is in Flaggstone Castle. Okay, we're going to do Flaggstone Castle. Okay, 388. We haven't got to any combat yet. These aren't heavily laced with combat, are they? There's enough in there just to keep it ticking over. 388. Was that 388? Absolutely not. Marta pushes her glasses back up her nose. No, back up her nose. And glares at you in disgust. The lamp's been lit, and that means we all stay quiet until Dahl says otherwise. That's the rule. But we think Dahl's in trouble, you cry. And there was a stranger who... Marta cuts you off before you can even finish. If Dahl's in trouble, then Mingazia's in charge. And after her, it's Tall Sam. There are rules for a reason, and you don't just get to break them. Go to your safe houses and stay there. You and Leon exchange glances. It's clear that Marta isn't going to help you without persuasion. Okay, so what would you like to do? Would you like to change the subject and ask for help breaking into Flaggstone Castle? Which is, I thought that's what we asked, wasn't it? Or would you like to plead with her to help for Kit's sake? I think we already did that, but anyway. So what would you like to do? Breaking into Flaggstone Castle, type Flagstone or Flag, or type Kit if you think you want to plead with her for Kit's sake. Okay, yeah, for Kit's sake. Martha's gone for Kit's sake. What would you like to do? Oh, you're all right there. You all right, Gluckles? You're holding up. Oh, a little snooze after. Little snooze. Why not? Okay, for Kit's sake. 396. What did I say? 396. Sorry, I got distracted. 396. 396. Marta's expression softens at the mention of Kit. You tell her you think he's being held prisoner at Flaggstone Castle. Oh, that poor boy, she mumbles, when you finish explaining. He's such a gentle lad. He sang me the most beautiful ballad last week. You decide now is not the time to tell her that Kit's songs are usually a distraction while Leon goes through people's pockets. I can't interfere with protocol while we're supposed to be in hiding, Marta says firmly. But I'll tell you what I can, for little Kit's sake. Okay, she's going to tell us some information, by the sound of it, that might be useful. Marta grabs a pen and scrawls 3 names and some directions on a scrap of paper. Who are these, you ask? She rolls her eyes. When it comes to the impossible jobs, you need to learn from the best. And these 3 are the best of the best. Retired now, of course, but still the greatest you'll ever find. We're getting a gang. We're like it's like a heist film now. You look at the names again. Mr. Stevens, Sweet Violet, and the architect. No thief has ever been as skilled with locks as Mr. Stevens, Marta tells you. He once cracked 3 safes in half a minute. Underwater. Do be careful if you visit him, though. They say he's interested in more dangerous things these days. That's a bit mysterious. And Sweet Violet, you ask? She's the greatest cat burglar of all time, says Marta primly. There's nothing she can't climb. Ever heard of the tightrope breaking? That was her. No way, Leon gasps. I thought that was a myth. Nope, says Marta smugly. She and the architect did it together. It's said he knows every secret passage in the city and that he built most of them. Leon looks sceptical. Most of the buildings in the city are hundreds of years old, she points out. Marta smiles thinly. So is the architect, you doorknob. He's a ghost. You've met ghosts before. Liam's own grandmother was already a ghost when she dropped Leon off to the League. But you've never heard of a ghost who stayed around for more than a few days to finish something important. They usually move on. Maybe it's the ghost that we helped. Marta's list isn't the kind of help you're expecting. But maybe these old thieves know secrets and might make it easier to get into the castle if you can persuade them to tell you. Okay, so maybe we should write those down. I feel like we should write those down. The flower could come in handy. I guess it could. I'm going to write these down though. We got Mr. Stevens. Then we've got Violet. Is that right? Sweet Violet. And then we got the architect. Okay, just so it jogs my memory. So what would you like to do? Would you like to ask Marta to help you herself instead? Or would you like to thank her and go in search of these thieves? So type Marta if you want to ask for her help. Or type thank if you want to, thank her if you just want to go in search of the thieves. What would you like to do? Becoming very sleepy actually. Combination of heat and booze. Gocklesnook's wide awake. There's no point forcing her. Yeah, I think you're right, Martha. So, thank her. That sounds like a good idea. She clearly doesn't want to break protocol and come out of a bolt hole. She's probably right, to be honest. However, we're a bit concerned, aren't we, about Dahl, the leader, and obviously Kit. You and Leon thank Marta for her time and duck back out of the shop. Go safely, roof rats, she calls after you, then locks the door again. A short while later, perched on the very top of the clock tower, you make your plan while munching on some apples Leon stole from Marta's table. Of course he's going to stay as a thief. The rising sun glints off the roofs of Morrowstone, and gulls cry overhead. For most of the inhabitants, it will be a beautiful day. For you, this is the calm before the storm. Who shall we visit first, you wonder out loud, as Leon opens her mouth to answer. Something knocks the apple out of her hand. You stare down in shock at the black-feathered arrow now lodged in the fruit. Zing! Another arrow flies overhead. Wasn't expecting that. Roll one die 3 times and add the numbers together. Roll three dice and add the numbers together. Okay. Let's get the dice tower out. Let's just throw all 3 together then. Here we go. 11. You're predicting 11, are you, Jam? Right, here we go. Oh, yeah, schoolboy error, because I've got this. That's not going to work, was it? Right, there we go. Here we go. It'd be amazing if you got 11. Oh, not quite. So what's that? 9. That is 14. 14. Did you predict 14, or did you quickly add that up, Martha? Did you actually predict that? Impressive if you did. Okay, it says if the total is 7 or lower, or if the total is 8 or higher. Got it. No, I said it before. I haven't. Did you really? That is amazing. You have the foresight. Well done, Martha. Yeah, absolutely. 155. It is over 8. 155. Blind to everything except the threat of arrows, you make it to the ground and dash for the cover of the old market stall. You risk looking up and glimpse a lone figure on a rooftop, a sinister black shadow. Well, you said it, Ken. I'm a thief in this book. Yeah, absolutely. You make you to the ground and dash for cover of an old market stall. You risk looking up and glimpse a lone figure on a rooftop, a sinister black shadow against the morning sun. It moves cat-like closer to the clock tower, searching for you. Leon slips in next to you and you glance at her to make sure she's okay. When you look back up at the roofs are empty. Your attacker has vanished into the morning mist. Somehow you've seen the last of them. Uh-oh, we've got someone tracking us now, one of the assassins. I'm sick to death of all these mysteries, says Leon. I'm going to get some answers. You quickly make a plan. You go and speak to the old thieves Marta suggests, and Leon will find some of her contacts in the other gangs and see what she can learn about Greycloak and the Archer. You'd like to go to Mr. Stevens? Yeah, let's see if they give us a choice. There are too many keen eyes in Morrowstone for secrets to stay buried for long. You pull out the list of names Marta gave you. These are your best bet of finding a way into Flaggstone Castle. But Greycloak's deadline looms, and now it's clear that someone else, someone very dangerous, is out to stop you. So who will you visit first? So Martha wants to go and visit Mr. Stevens. Would you like to go to the agility expert Sweet Violet, the architects on tips of stealth, or Mr. Stevens, the master of lock picking? So type Sweet, Architect, or Stevens if you'd like to vote. Who would you like to go and see first? I guess we can go and see all three anyway. Oh, that's very nice. Mr. Stevens. I do know a Mr. Stevens, actually. There's an old friend of mine, Mark Stevens. Sweet architect. More skills, the better. Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. For tips on stealth. Yeah, I do suspect, though, you will be able to actually go and visit all three of them. I think this is just a sort of circular decision-making process. Not to take the fun away, of course, but I'd like to think you can go and see all three of them. Okay then, so we are going to see Mr. Stevens, which is 98. Yeah, tips on stealth are always good. You head towards the outskirts of the city as the sun rises higher in the sky, lending a cherry glow to the dingy street. Nervous as you are about the job and the facts of your friends, you're more than a little excited to meet an expert lock breaker. You wonder what secrets Mr. Stevens will have to share. Your path takes you past a little bakery. Freshly baked bread rolls are resting on a tray on the windowsill to cool. There's nobody around to see you, and the bread smells wonderful. So what would you like to do? Would you like to steal some bread? Type steal. Or would you like to leave it and carry on? Type leave. Or leave it. What would you like to do? Steal or leave? Steal or leave? Martha's going for leave. Maybe she's thinking, we don't want to attract attention to ourselves. We don't want to get caught. You know, we want a little side mission here. Well, it's turned into the main mission, I guess. Oh, getting sleepy. Must be the heat. What are you doing, Grocklesnook? You're casting a sleep spell on me. So, Jam would like to steal the bread. It can. It's all I can afford now. I order of Magic and Monkeys. Oh, have you just done it? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jam. That's very kind of you. But yes, you shall have some steel bread. No, we can't. Well, no. Martha and Lirin would like to leave. It's very kind of you. I appreciate that. I will post it out to you. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably tomorrow evening. Actually, yeah. Okay, we're going to leave and carry on. We're going to leave and carry on. Yeah, we did try to steal something else before, and I think we got caught, didn't we? Did we? I feel like we actually got caught. Your path takes you along the river, and you can't help but feel a little more upbeat as the water glitters as the sunshine, in the sunshine, and breaks in dazzling ripples against the rocks. Carry on, matron. Would you like me to sign it for you, Jam? And how would you like me to sign it? As in to Jam or to James? Our life points at the maximum anyway. That is true. Well, actually they're -2, but we're on 10. But you're right. We've got enough, I guess. Hang on, let me tell that. Your path takes you along the river, and you can't help but feel a little more upbeat as the water glitters in the sunshine and breaks in dazzling ripples against the rocks. People say Morrowstone is an ugly place, but you never wanted to live anywhere else. Up ahead, somebody has set up a little stall festooned with old trinkets, shells, musical instruments, horseshoes, old hats. You recognise the man inside as Hal Pickett. He often helps the League sell their stolen goods. Hey, says Pickett when he recognises you. I thought all you League sorts were in hiding. Little bird told me Dahl gave the signal. What are you doing out and about? You got Dahl's permission for that? He glares at you suspiciously. Yes, please, to Jam is great. Okay, brilliant. And I take it you filled in your address? I think you must have filled in your address. Okay, so it says if you have a ruby ring. Did we get a ruby ring? That does not ring a bell. We had a silver pocket watch. We've got a rose medallion, brass letter. Yeah, I don't think we did. It doesn't ring a bell. So no, we haven't got a ruby ring. Fair enough. If not, turn to 319. Okay. It's all right. We're good. We are good. 319. Of course I have permission, you say. Dahl is the one who sent me. Pickett looks sceptical. Got any way to prove that? He asks. Look, kid, Dahl's been a good pal. I'm not going to risk any trouble with him. You go back and tell him to give you some proof that you're here on his account, and then we can do business. He must see from your face that there's no way you can do that, because he gives a little snort. Yeah, he snorts. Thought not. Get back to your safe house before you get caught. There's no point arguing. You bid Pickett goodbye and move hastily on. Oh no, that didn't go well, did it? How do we get a ruby... What was it? A ruby ring. How do we get that? That didn't go well. We thought we were on our way. Right. You come to a fork in the road marked with a signpost. One road will take you to the city, take you out of the city into the forest, and the other bends round towards the neighbourhood of a little old house called Arcadia. You have one last chance to change your mind about which of Marta's old thieves you want to visit. So, right. I thought we were going to Mr. Stevens anyway. Did I go to the wrong one? Hang on, did I go to the wrong one? Let's take it back a bit. Because it says here to go to the forest and Mr. Stevens' house. Well, that's not what... Yeah, I'm just double checking that I actually wrote down and we've gone to the right ones. Okay, so 98, 155. Yeah, for Mr. Stevens, Marta Lockpicking, 98. Yeah. Okay. So you have a choice. Cheat, we are a thief. Yeah. Can we cheat a bit? Well, let's find out. Let's see. Let's just carry on, and then maybe we can start doing that a little bit later. So, would you like to turn left for Sweet Violet's house? Type sweet, or the forest and Mr. Stevens. Type forest. It's up to you, or Mr. Stevens. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Forest, yeah. So we're still going to go to Mr. Stevens. That's what's confusing me. It's like, well, we've just sort of gone down that path, but he wasn't in the forest. So is that a mistake? Seems a bit weird, that. Did I actually turn that the right way around? Where's all the sand gone? What's going on? I'm getting drunk. Hey. It's so hot. Maybe that's what it is. My brain is being addled. Okay, here we go then. We're going to go to the forest. It is a different number. We've not been to this number, so maybe that's just a slight mistake. Or maybe it will just lead us back to where we were. 118. The North Gate leads to the vast forest that hugs Morristone's northern side. Everyone has heard the stories of the villains and brigands who supposedly live among the tangled trunks. This is a dangerous place to loiter, and you step carefully between the twigs and keep your tread silent. The track through the trees is hot and dusty. Oh, we know about that. Run, Forest, run! You're beginning to wonder whether you've come the right way when you spy an old gatepost with Stevens clearly crudely chalked on it. No house is visible, just an even rougher path, winding further and further into the trees. You pluck up your courage and carry on. The wood is absolutely silent. It's unsettling. You've been hearing birds and insects chattering ever since you left the walls of Morristone. Now, though, it's as if the forest itself is afraid of... Crash! You barely have time to dive out of the way when a bizarre shape lunges at you from beneath the trees. You catch a glimpse of the whirling gears, hissing steam, and rusty metallic tentacles. You've never seen anything like it before, but you're being chased at by some kind of clockwork monster. Clockwork monster? What's going on? Right, here we go. Clockwork monster. So, with the combat, we are guessing, you're going to try and predict 7 or above, they lose 1 combat point. If you think we're going to roll 9 and above, they lose 3 combat points. They have 4 combat points. They will deal 2 damage if they win per round. It's 6 rounds. It's 6 rounds. So, what would you like to do then? This could be Miss Stevens' guard. It could be. That's good thinking, Martha, actually. It could well be some sort of big guard dog or guard monster. Martha would like to think that we're going to roll 9 or above. Anyone else voting? You decide. What would you like to do? Oh, I've really gone tired. I'm really sorry. It must be the heat. I think it's the heat. I'm really struggling. So, here we go then. 9. Martha's going 9. Anyone else predicting? Okay, Lyrian wants to go 7, which is a safer bet because apparently the average roll of 2 die like this, 2 6 die, is a 7. Jam, you can't go 8. It's 7 plus or 9 plus. But do you mean 7 or above? Okay, let's go 7 and above then. So we need to roll 7. Oh, okay. Jam wants to go 9, which means it is 9 or above then. 9 or above with 2 die. Here we go. Oh, okay, so we get 2 points of damage on us. 2 points of damage on us. We're now down to 8. Okay, what would you like to do then? That's 5 rounds. We've got 4 damage points to win. Would you like to go 7, which would deal 1 damage, or would you like to go 9? You decide. What would you like to do? Oh, well, I have a little snooze. Night then. You alright, Glockle? Good. Oh, maybe it's the combination of sun and booze makes you sleepy. Okay, so Jam also wants to go 9. Well, this time again. Lirin, are you voting? Are you going to go for 7 or are you going to go for 9? Anyone else want to vote as well? Anyone else want to vote? You decide. You decide. Okay. Oof, oof. Here we go then. Let's kiss the 6s. Kiss my 6. Here we go then. Let's get a 12. Let's get a 12. That is as most opposite as you can be to rolling a 12. Right, we're on 6. So there's only one course of action we can do there. We're going to swap those dice out. Swap 2 new dice in. What would you like to do? Ken's rigged the dice again. Yeah, I want you to die. Okay, what would you like it to be? 7 or 9? 7 plus or 9 plus? What would you like it to be? We've got 4 rounds to go, and we need 4 hits. So Jam's gone 7, Martha's gone 9 this time, so you've changed tactics. Both players have changed tactics. Lirin, you are the deciding factor, unless anyone else would like to vote as well. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? What would you like? What would you like? What would you like to do? 7. It's probably good to get a few jabs in there first, yeah. Here we go then. 7 and above. Yes, bosh. Have some. So he's on 3. He's on 3 and we've got 3 rounds to go. What would you like to do? 7 or 9? Type now. Martha's gone 9. If we win, then it's dead. That monster is dead. Jam's got 7. Lirin, you are the deciding factor again. Unless anyone else wants to vote. 7, okay. Come on then, let's... Although last time I kissed the 6s, it came out of 1. Right, here we go then. Let's get 2 6s. Here we go. That's not good. That's not good at all. We are on 4 points. So, we've got 2 rounds to go. And 2 points. Is that right? No, we've got 2 rounds to go and 3 points of damage to get. So, I'm telling Sally off you. So, you can still do a 7. But maybe it's worth going 9. Martha's gone 9. Martha has gone for 9. Okay, you've all gone for 9. Here we go then. Come on. In fact, I'm going to swap the dice out. I'm going to swap the dice out. Get a few new dice. Come on. Come on, here we go. I don't believe it. Right. We're on 2. We are on 2. You have to do 9. We've got 1 round left. If we lose, we are dead. We have to go 9. Yeah, Martha. Yeah, we are going 9. If we get 9 and above, we win. It's basically whoever wins this. So, 9 and above. Here we go. 9 and above. Come on. 9. Come on, we can do it. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. Right, next time we're going to be rolling the Fighting Fantasy dice. Yeah. Oh, That was painful. Okay, we died. However, we do a bit of a cheat. That is the second time we've died. So we are on 1 life left. We're on our little lifeline. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. This time we had the ruby ring. Well, it says if you win, hooray! We won! Hooray! Shh, don't tell anyone. Ken's broken the ties. I know. To be fair, that was shocking. Shocking run of luck there. I just thought about, actually, the way they do combat. Although it seems quite clever, combat is actually random. You have no control over the combat. Which actually I think is, now thinking about it, it's a bit of a flaw as a system. Whereas at least with the Fighting Fantasy and other game books, you know, my game book the same, you have a value that you can increase over the course of the book. You know, like a fighting value. And then you roll a die to add to that value. So at least you start with something. Here you're just trying to predict, which is pure chance. So, yeah. Okay, but we won! Hooray! Diving between the creature's flashing limbs, you wonder desperately how to defeat it. We didn't. Despite its terrifying speed and smooth movements, it's obviously some kind of machine. And that means it won't get tired, you think. Your blows, when they hit at all, bounce off the solid metal. But just when it seems hopeless, you notice a pulsing red light on the creature's back. Summoning your last reserves of strength, you punch the light hard, and the creature collapses into a pile of cogs and gears. Impressive, says a voice from behind you. Not many can get past my clockwork monster. But so few young people these days are really interested in mechanics. You spin around and see a man in a work apron standing some distance away. He's squinting at a piece of machinery in his hand and cleaning it with an oiled cloth. He was obviously only half paying attention to your fight. Fair enough. I assume you're here from the League, says Mr. Stevens. Here we go, freshly brewed. He hands you a mug of tea. So sweet that you almost gag when you take a sip. But you can feel it warming you through. Add 4 life points. Hello, Jonathan. There you are. Yeah, the old clockwork monster just went off in my hands while I was cleaning it. It's not a euphemism. How are you, sir? You all good? Yeah, we are off to find various other retired thieves that are going to help us break into the castle. Because, I don't know if you remember, we need to go and get the scepter to give it to Greycloak, who will then give us Kit and Dahl, the 2 people they kidnapped. So, because we died... Sorry I'm late. I was unpacking all my son's stuff from uni. Hurrah! Your son's back. As in all the washing that you have to now do. Get him to do it himself, God's sake. Or burn it. It probably stinks. Just burn it. It's a hot day. Just burn it. So, we are back up to 12 points. We so we died. He's not back. He's off to Henley on Friday. Okay. Right. I'm slightly confused. Right. Good evening, Jonathan. Who's for agility? Agility. Don't start that again, Jam. Don't start that. I thought you'd forgotten that. Okay, so... I imagine Farron would only send you to me if he were planning something truly stupid. Grab my hexical spanner from the Schultet for me, and we'll talk. For the first time, you notice a wooden building in the clearing behind him. We're in the forest, by the way. It's a large shed, but very small for a house. No other buildings are visible. Does Mr. Stevens live in there? You walk over to the shed and your heart sinks. It's going to be harder to grab the spanner than you thought. There's an incredibly complicated mechanism keeping the door shut. This is the test, by the way, calls Mr. Stevens cheerfully, raking through the wreckage of the clockwork monster with his toe. Henley Royal Regatta. Oh, okay. He's competing for the 4th year in a row. Oh, is it rowing? I know, that was a pun as well. And his crew recently set 2 new records from Bristol University Boat Club. 4, not from, yeah. Yeah, he's competing 4 in a row. Well done. That's very impressive. That's very impressive. And wow, because you must run in the family because you're quite sporty, aren't you, Jonathan? No, that's good. You must be proud dad. Proud dad feeling. Proud dad feeling. Sally's joined in as well. Oh, that's good. I'm only teasing you. Yeah, no, of course. Whenever your kids do something amazing, yeah, very proud of them. Okay, so we've got a crack. Oh, we got a picture. We got a picture. Okay, look at the picture of Mr. Stevens' lock. When you climb the ladder and push the lever, the marble will fall onto the tracks. You must make sure the first 2 gates are set so that it will reach the end and hit the trigger to knock the second marble. Make sure the 3rd gate is set so that the second marble will make the door open. Write down the number of correct positions of each gate in order and turn to that entry. Okay, so, wow, what an elaborate illustration. If you'd like to join in on this, and we probably need your help, we definitely need your help, Jonathan. Despite having to compete with my sporting prowess, he's been elected captain of the boat club for next year. Oh, that's brilliant news. Does that mean that you get a free go on the boat? He'll take you out on the boat. Come on, Dad, get in the back. Get in the back. Shut up and get in the back. Let me do the rowing. No, that's brilliant. So if you'd like to help out with the illustration puzzle, go to the Edra Tales group, click on the media, click on tab, and find that might be a GMT row one day then. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that'd be really cool. And look at this illustration. I can't see the site. Phone doesn't work. Glitch in Facebook. Oh, that's a shame, Martha. Have you got like a little laptop? No, but it does mean he's been to Windsor Castle with the Vice Chancellor of the University for a function. For a function. There you go, some of the milky good stuff. I'm on the laptop, I can't see the photo in the group. So you click on the media tab. Click on the media tab, then click albums, and then it should click on the League of Thieves album, and you're looking for that illustration. So if everyone has a look at that, blimey, this is complicated. And I've had a cider. So it says, when you climb the ladder and push the lever, the marble will fall onto the tracks. You must make sure the first 2 gates are set so that it reach the end and hit the trigger to knock the second marble. Blimey, so you climb the ladder. Holy moly. I'm really tired. Yeah, I didn't really have a snooze. I can't get the image to load either. Oh, okay. Right. Let me... Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me have a look. It obviously didn't load up then, that one. It's saying an invalid cursor. What the giddy aunt does that mean? Right, I'm going to add the photo again. Bear with me. Okay, try it now. Try it now. Try it again. Has that worked? Oh, did that work? Yeah, I can see it, the album. You can't see any. This must be a Facebook glitch because you managed to see them last time, didn't you? And actually click on them. Where have you put it? I've put it in that album again. Although, look, it might also post as a Facebook post. Let me see if it's posted up as a Facebook post normally in the group. Right. That is very frustrating. I'm trying to put it up onto the website, but that's really weird because I'm trying to log into Weebly. And Weebly, yeah, it's definitely a problem with Facebook, isn't it? We've never seen that before. Tried it in other groups as well. It's a Facebook problem. Okay, thank you, Martha. Thank you, Jonathan, for trying. Got to go again. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, have a lovely rest of the evening. Yeah, maybe we should leave it there then, because this is quite an intricate picture. That I'm struggling to to look at. Yeah, maybe we should leave it there, and it's Facebook, isn't it? Well, what I'll do, weirdly enough, I'm trying to log into my Weebly account, yeah, so I can actually upload it to the Edra Tales website, which is what I will do regardless of Facebook. Because it let me upload it again to Facebook, but it's not displaying it properly. Then what I'll do is, but weirdly enough, I can't log in. It's not letting me log into Weebly. So that's just must be coincidental. Could be I'm good at your body's screaming for rest. Okay, there you go. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe the universe is saying we need to stop here, which is a shame. But I guess if we've got technical the only thing is though, it's quite intricate, this one, and I'd like you to solve it. You know, that's part of the fun. So we will pick it up from there then. 306. I've written that down. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Sorry if I was a bit sleepy, but I didn't have my proper snooze. Plus, whew, 1 can of Stowford Press. Bit of a lightweight nowadays. It is incredibly hot here in the UK though. I'll give you that. So also, just to round off my plugging, so the Crooked Crown, if you've not grabbed your copy... Jonathan, did you buy a copy? You bought a copy, didn't you? Badgering everybody, buy a copy. It is now available on Amazon. If you order it from Amazon and you have Prime, you will get free shipping on it. Or you can order it for Cheapwell, but you will have to pay postage if you're in the UK. And if you're in America and Canada, you can order it from Outset, which I believe it's $15. So there we go. There we go. Crooked Crown, if you'd like to purchase that. Or if you'd like to purchase my latest novel of Magic and Monkeys, you can do so. Go to www.edratales.com. So just search edratales.com and go to the shop part, and you should see it. I've advertised this, so you should be able to click this and put it into your basket. It's £10 for the hardback. There's only 40 of these published. Yeah, I only got 40 of these printed. And I can sign it for you. It's £3 if you're in the UK for postage and packaging. So £13 in total. How did Of Magic and Monkeys launch go in the Hearts Book Festival? Yeah, it was okay. It went well. It wasn't as good as the previous years, though. And I was a bit frustrated because we did pretty well. I remember you did well. I did pretty well. This year, though, however, there was a lot of young children, not necessarily that age group. So it was families with younger children. So picture book people did really well. Or there were adults. But the sort of young adult sort of market, which this is, I mean, I was trying to say, look, you will enjoy it if you're an adult as well and you like fantasy. But, yeah, so I didn't sell masses of copies, but I did sell copies, and I also sold... the Story Spark cards did pretty well as well. So, you know, it was disappointing from the point of view that the previous years were better in terms of sales. So there you go. But you can't predict what age groups are going to turn up to a book fair. You just can't. One good thing is I have a stall at a local school's summer fete. So I've got a little stall, and the age group is right for that. It's, you know, secondary school. So I'm assuming I'll sell a few copies there. So there we go. And also, just to remind you, thank you for asking there, Jonathan. That's very kind of you. Also, just to remind you, I will be doing a Kickstarter. Devilish Dilemmas To Kill a Thief is the first game book in the series. That is coming in October. That's coming in October. It's coming in hot. So I do hope the 1st of July is my deadline where I can restart writing it. Because at the moment I'm working on a few prototype games. You know, I've got some ideas that I wanted to just put out there and make the prototypes of. So the 1st of July is when I'm going to be starting that. Plus I'll be ramping up the advertising for the Kickstarter and putting the Kickstarter together as well. So there we are. So thank you so much for watching. It's a shame we had a bit of a glitch. But I guess there's not a lot we can do. So thank you for watching, Jonathan. Thank you for watching, Martha. Thank you for watching, Lirin. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Jam. And thank you to anyone else that watched that I haven't mentioned. Or if you're watching and you didn't comment, I can't tell you your name. If you don't comment, I won't know who you are. But you might be fine with that, and I'm fine with that. But if you do want to comment, then you do need to follow the channel. It helps with the algorithm as well. So the next live stream is not Friday. So I am not here Friday. So I'm not going to be doing a live stream of the video game The Witcher 3. That's going to be the following Friday. So the next live stream is Saturday morning, 10 AM, Edra Scrolls, Ramblings of a Storyteller. We talk about creativity, we talk about your projects, we talk about my projects, we talk about fantasy, and of course we ramble off into other directions as well. So yes, lovely to see you guys again. Take care, everybody. And remember, may the magic of monkeys flow through you always. Yeah, sorry about the images. We'll get them sorted out for next time. Take care.